Kia ora whānau, welcome to this episode 1 of the Chur Maori podcast, and in this episode we're going to be talking with Renata Te Koari, aka Remorse, from Morse Gang. Chur!
Tahi, rua, toru, wha!
Tihei Mauri Ora, no mai haramai, and welcome to the Chur Maori podcast, the podcast where we interview Maori people in business, share their stories, and help inspire other Maori people to be their own boss and get ahead in life. Enough kōrero, let's start the show. Chur! Alright, before we get into it, let's just do the karakia. Kia taunga manaakitanga a te mea ngaro, ki runga, ki tēnā o tātou, kia mehia, te hua, mā kihikihi, kia toi te kupu, toi te mana, toi te aroha, toi te reo Māori. Kia tūturu, kia whakamaua, kia tīna, haumi e, hui e, tae ki e. Alright guys, so just before we get into the interview, I just want to do a little shout out for the boys from Morse Gang who will be doing a tour through Aotearoa. It's called the Ground Up Tour, and they're going to be visiting a few different places throughout the North and South Island, and if you guys want tickets you can get them at morsegang.eventbrite.co.nz, or you can just follow them on Facebook and find the links there, but we'll have links in the show notes for that. But these are the places that they're going to be performing at, so keep an ear out, and if your city or somewhere close to you pops up, go check out their Facebook pages and see if you can get tickets. But where they're going to be going, this is in order: so Tauranga, Whangarei, Auckland, Rotorua, Hamilton, Gisborne, Dunedin, Invercargill, Christchurch, Napier, Porirua and Whanganui. So if any of those places popped up and you feel you can get there, go and check out their Facebook pages, and you can find more information about those events, the dates, and where they'll be performing. Also, I want to do a little shout out for Remorse's partner, Lingi Noid, and she's doing a tour through those same places as well, and it's called the Diamonds in the Rough Tour, Aotearoa, and she's going to be doing her own separate event, and you can get tickets for that at linginoid.eventbrite.com. If you want more information, we'll have links in the show notes, but you can also go and find them on Facebook and for more details. But anyway, I wanted to give just put that little karanga out there for those tours, because the reason why we got Remorse on for the first interview is because when I first started talking about this project, this kaupapa called Chur Maori, I was talking to my partner, and she's good friends with Lingi Noid, and they've gone through school together. So she just suggested that we should interview Remorse, and so I just asked him, and he said yes, and so that was the start, our very first podcast interview. And I'll tell you a little story before the interview, but we flew over to Perth, and we went over there for a birthday, and our plane flights got mucked up, and we ended up getting there super late, and so Ren, he picked us up from the airport, rushed straight back to the house, dropped the girls off so they could hang out, and then I shot off with him back to the airport to pick the bro Entice from Morse Gang up as well, and then we shot off into the city to get ready for their performance that night. And it was a real cool experience because we were honing along the motorway, and the boys, they were just practicing their waiata, so they will pump the sounds right up, and they were just doing their raps along, and it was a real cool experience. It was really real cool. And when we got there, they just asked if I could just walk around and just shoot some video footage, and I was happy to do that for them. It was real cool to experience behind the stage. So they were that night they were doing a warm-up. They were one of the warm-up acts for Ty Dolla Sign. So the two songs that they performed were Mrs. Jones. That's one song that I really like, and the other song was Vitamin D. And funny thing is, after that Ty Dolla $ign performance that they did, Ty Dolla $ign and Ludacris came out with a song called Vitamin D, and I'm sure that the bros from Morse Gang were inspiration for them creating that song. So that's just hats off to the boys at Remorse, the boys from Morse Gang, to say that their songs impacted some higher level hip hop artists. So that's enough kōrero from me. We'll get into the interview. The Nef Tyler Wharehinga Jones, he's in this episode as well. We're kind of like the Avengers. We're broken apart, but we'll probably come back together at some time and carry on interviewing together. But here's the interview with Remorse. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to comment wherever you see this, or share this with your whānau, and support this kaupapa Chur Maori, and support Remorse and the boys from Morse Gang with their the ground up tour coming to Aotearoa. Chur Maori, we're here with one of our interviewees here. These guys are hip hop group from Perth, and we're here with the main man, I think, who started the whole Morse Gang kaupapa off, Remorse. So these fellas, they've had a few YouTube videos, and even had a bit of a viral Facebook video. And we're just going to talk about what it takes to get into music and start your own little hip-hop group, and even get your own self-made tour going. So, cheer, bro. Introduce yourself.
Cheer, brother.
What's up? I'm Remorse from Morse Gang. We're based here in Perth. A couple of the bros live over in Sydney. We got 6 members in our crew. Myself, Remorse, Entice, Self-Centered, Hulkster, Genesis, and Miss Taya.
Those are some pretty vicious names there, kids.
Yeah. But keep it G, bro.
Hey, self-centered. Oh, what?
Yeah, bro. So, whereabouts did you fellas start? Like, where you come from back home, bro, in NZ?
Well, myself, bro, I'm from Wanganui.
Yeah.
The bros, Entice and Hulkster, they're brothers, and Genesis, they're from up north. Can't remember where they're from, bro. The bro he's from Wongas as well. And lives in Chicago. And Miss Taya, she's actually from Perth, bro. She's a Filipino girl. But we all started over here, bro. I met the bro Entice, I think it was in 2011. And basically what happened, bro, is I got hit up on Facebook from this chick. And she hit me up if I wanted to do this gig in Perth to open up for Nisha Mystic. And I was 16 there, so but I had no bros here, like they were into music or anything, because I just moved over in 2010. So the bro Entice, his cousin's actually married to one of my bros, so that's how we hooked up, bro. And then basically, I met him on the Thursday, and we had our gig on Friday, bro. And it was one of our other members that was our past members, Fatty Magic, bro. So it was only us 3 at the start. We didn't even have a name. No, we just got together, bro. Had a jam, chucked together our set, and then we rocked up to the Nisha Mystic gig, and then just dropped it, bro. And then there's a few people coming up afterwards asking our name and it. And basically, how Morse Gang come around, bro, was one of my nephews, bro, Harley. He's a bit of a cheeky fella, but he used to because my name's always been, like, my music name, bro, has always been Remorse. So he always give me shit, bro. Like, I'm not gonna call you Remorse. I'll just call you Morse, man. You know, Morse, because I'm from Morse. So that's how it come around, bro. I was like, I'll start my own gang then, boy, Morse Gang. And then what happened, bro, is I was telling the boys the story on our way to the Nisha Mystic gig, and they were all cracking up. And then when we got off stage, bro, everyone's like, "Oh, what's your crew's name, bro?" Around, and then was the bro Fatty Magic. He just looked at me, "Oh, Morse Gang," and that was it, bro.
True, mean.
Just one of those ones, eh?
Yeah, bro. started from that. So yeah,
Yeah, that's the one.
That's awesome, bro.
Ah, true,
yeah,
bro.
just been going hard ever since, bro.
Yeah, mean. So, like with your fellas group, like, how do you fellas, sort of, make your money? Like, I guess, what I'm pretty much asking, bro, is, how do you fellas, help pay for all your costs and all that of, like, creating your music and, like, going to gigs and all that stuff? Like, where do you get most of your funding from?
Like basically for music, bro, it's more of a a self-made thing. You know what I mean? Like especially for Kiwi artists coming over here, bro. There's not a lot of funding available. Like they kind of there's a bit of a line between when you try and especially even when you're ripping Aussie, bro. They're like, you're New Zealand, you're from New Zealand, so they kind of have that mentality, bro. But basically, the boys just hustled, like at the start, bro. We didn't get paid for any gigs. It was just
Is
like
that like a grind your way to the top sort of thing?
yeah, bro. Yeah, it was like any gig we got offered, bro. That was us. We just done it.
There.
Yeah, and then we got up on stage and we done a few gigs, bro. And then that's when the offers started coming in. Like so, people would just offer, oh yeah, bro, you want to do this show, your crew, or even if it was just the boys, they wanted like one of the boys as a solo artist, and all the money that we were getting from it, bro, was just going back towards the crew and all recording time. And so we basically done it ourselves, like especially with studio time and stuff. We got our own studio. We bought all our own equipment and just started doing it from there, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
But
that's the one.
it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to do,
I was just
especially.
going to ask you there, bro. How hard was it for all the brothers putting in all your guys' time and money, and like how hard was it for your guys' family?
Oh, bro, yeah. To be honest, that's the thing. Like you gotta be honest, bro. Especially with the whānau, like you gotta make sure that the missus and the kids are taken care of, bro. Especially when you've got 7 like myself,
Hey, that's not a whānau, that's a iwi, man.
That's something you juggle, bro. But like I said, if it's your passion, bro, and that's what you want to do, you'll find a way. Like there's at the end of the day, there's no excuses, you just got to go hard, bro. And it is still hard now, but you've got to basically time management, I suppose, bro. You've got to try and especially when you're coming home, you've got to separate that kind of mentality from the home, because you ain't the boss at home, bro. When you're on the stage, you get home, bro, and the missus is like, nah.
There's a new rung, eh?
So, yeah, bro, but it's every day, bro. Like every gig, every opportunity you get, there's always that side of things, bro. But that's something that we've accepted, and I suppose over the last we've been together for 4 years, bro. It's been good,
Mean, brother.
So, yeah, it's just that dedication, bro. You just got to go hard.
Yeah, mean, bro. So, like, you fellas just started taking whatever, and now, like, you fellas are sort of built up a little bit of name, especially on the west coast of Aussie. Like, who you fellas been in front of? Like, now,
yeah, bro. We've opened up for a few people, bro. Like probably our first like US artist that we opened up for was in 2012, bro. That would have been Bow Wow. And that was a good experience for the boys, bro. Like we got offered that, and it's through connections, bro. Like there's a lot of Māoris and Kiwis over here, bro, and there's a lot of promotion companies that are run by the Horis, bro, or the Kiwis. They always hook the brothers up,
Yep.
And we got that. You get that kind of relationship, bro. It's good. So one of our bros who was running Check One events here, he hooked us up with the Bow Wow gig, and that was probably our first. Kind of like any other gig before that, bro, was kind of like some club gigs and all that sort of stuff. So the boys,
how was that experience for you and the brothers that opening for Bow Wow?
Yeah, that was a mean experience, bro. Like we've seen a lot of true colors come out that night, bro, from a lot of sides, But for us, bro, the experience in itself was massive. Like,
did you guys oh, sorry, bro. Did you guys feel a bit of like relief?
No, brother.
Hey. Did you guys feel a bit of relief, opening for Bow Wow?
Yeah, bro. I suppose like that was like for us was the step for us to, we have to have that professionalism for the music side of things, bro. It was not just like used to have gigs in clubs, bro. We'll roll over to the bro's house and just get on it and rock up. Like it was quite terrible, bro. Like the look on stage wasn't, but. With that gig, bro, it was more like we have to be on point because the club's going to be packed out, bro. So that was our time to kind of make our mark, bro. Make our presence felt. So that was a good experience for all of us, bro, as a crew. Yeah.
Yeah, mean.
Make it.
So they're like so saying that like that you've opened for Bow Wow, bro. Like well, have you got any moments that you and your crew are like most proud of? Like
I think like for myself, and even the crew, bro, they'll probably say the same. Like was our tour we done of the Eastern States, bro, like our self-made tour, and I guess like being proud of that was the reason for that is just because like we fundraised and everything for that, bro. We hustled to pay for our flights, our accommodation, and everything, like with no outside hand. So like that was our self-made tour, bro. That was
like, I was just gonna say because the name says it all, self-made.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And like all the boys bro, we were selling sausages outside the IGA, bro.
The good old sausage sizzle,
head out, everything, bro. So it was mean, bro. And to see it like work out how it did, that was probably one of the most proudest moments for me and like individually, bro. But I reckon for the whole crew, they'd say the same as well, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's mean because, like, people would have seen you guys up on stage and be like, oh, who are these guys, bro? What have they done? But, like, just like what you said there, bro, you fellas hustled, put in works, doing the sausage sizzle, bro. Like, done all those things, bro. But nobody would have seen that. They would have just seen fellas up on stage and would have thought, who are these fellas? Some of them, the ones that you aren't positive, bro, but, fellas like us will look at, like, there'll be others out there that'll look at you and go, I mean, that's how you do it. That's how you get your hustle on. That's how you get on stage.
But
put in your own mahi.
No one will know what you had to do, cuz to get to where you got to.
Yeah.
Only you will know.
Exactly, bro. I suppose that's the kind of good thing for us, bro. Like, the people that did recognise, and a lot of my boys from my mahi were coming down, bro, just to support, They some of these old fellas, bro, not even into hip hop music or anything, bro. But they liked what we were working for, bro. And it was like old ladies and that walking out of the IGA doing their shopping, bro. And we were telling them what we're fundraising for and all that sort of stuff, bro. And they were like all helping out and stuff. So those are the people that we respect, bro. And like everyone else that kind of like we were promoting that even, bro. Like we were doing our sausage sizzles, bro. Like we were promoting that, like so people that were liking our fan page on Facebook, bro, they would have seen all that money that we put in to get where we got. So it was good, bro. It was a good experience too.
Yeah, I mean,
care, brother, care.
Hard. That was a good experience, bro. And like especially touring, bro. Like it's always a good. Like you have you watch YouTube and all that sort of shit, and you see people touring in there, but it ain't that, bro. Like it was basically like it was 5 of us, bro. 5 married boys in like this little combi. Well, we hired one of those like sleepers, bro. And like we're at the top and tail with each other.
Oh, hey, who had the toe jams, cuz?
Oh, bro, G. That fella, bro, he's lethal now.
Oh.
I suppose, like the tour itself was good, bro, but the bonding time with the boys was mean. You know, that was the highlight for me anyway.
Well, I guess there would have been an experience that only used that had experienced that could take away and just keep it with you like forever, brother, forever.
Yeah, like that, and that's what I mean, bro. Like once you tour with the boys, then you kind of know, like, that's when that's the real deal, bro. Like if you're still a crew after your tour, then that's that's
bro.
Yeah, mean. Like so, bro, like saying all that, like, have you fellas got something cooking? You got some eggs cooking at the moment? Like, what's on the books, bro? What's the plans for the future?
What's in the pot, cuz? What's in
the pot? We got quite a few things going, bro. Like the bros over at Sydney at the moment. Hoxton and Entice is actually moving back to Perth, bro, on Friday. But like the boys have been over there hustling. Hoxton especially, bro. Like he done a few videos that went viral in that, and he's actually in talks with a few of the boys over there. I think they're connected with Sony or something, bro. Like, but there's that, bro. The bro Entices, I think he's finished his EP. I've got another mixtape, bro, and kind of working on my own EP. Self-centered is actually working with a few of the boys over here, and he's working on his own EP, bro. So yeah, there's a lot going. Like you kind of have to take that break from Facebook, bro, which is it's kind of dumb because a lot of people like they go to Facebook to catch up with you. You know what I mean? Like, they get their daily dosage of Facebook, but while the boys have been chilling and been in the lab, bro, there's not much post on Facebook, but that doesn't mean that like we're not working, bro.
Yeah,
It's,
bro. Yeah.
You've got to.
I mean, low key grind.
Space. Yeah, bro, you got to be in that space. Like, especially even for myself, like there was a part at the start of this year, bro. Like I couldn't write for a few months. Like just had that writer's block, and especially that's what I mean, bro. Like as an artist or in music, bro, you have to take that step back. Like especially when you have a family and all that sort of stuff. Especially when you got other stuff going on. Like you got to take care of the main thing, bro. You know, that foundation in order for everything else to fall into place. So.
Whānau comes first, cuz.
That's the one, bro. Yeah, we got a few things, bro. We'll be dropping up a few things on our Morse Gang page in the next couple of days. So
we'll keep an eye out for that. Then.
Well, if you're listening, make sure check out the Morse Gang page.
Yeah, that's the one.
New heat coming.
Yeah.
Jerry, bro, we're gonna just sort of move on to a different part of questions anyway. But yeah, bro, have you fellas ever considered moving back to NZ or nah, not really?
Well, me personally, yeah, bro. Yep. Like I've considered that, and like I suppose for my own personal growth, bro. Like I'd love my passion, bro, is music. So I'd love to go back home and give that back to the youth, bro, or the rangatahi, because there's not much for them to look forward to, bro. You know, like they. And like I grew up there, bro. I didn't move here till 2010, so like, you know, I know how it is back home, especially around them hoods like Wongas and that, bro. You know, so, you know, the youth don't have much to look forward to, bro. And it's like the council or the government or the mayor or whatever. They kind of just give up, bro, or they just put on this face for people, you know, in the Chronicle to read. Like they say, oh, we're doing this and that, but there's no outcomes of it, bro. They're saying they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, but there's no add-ups. You know what I mean?
No action, cuz.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's something that's why I've considered moving back, bro, to get into that and help the young fellas, bro.
I mean, you know, us being Maori, cuz I think that's also the way we were brought up.
Yeah,
you know, it's sort of a give and take thing.
Yeah,
so,
bro,
you know, we take in all that we can, and, you know, all of us want to go home and give back to our people because, you know, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, eh?
Yeah, bro. So, so to answer the question, I'll definitely consider moving back home, bro. And probably will, you know, like, Oz is the land of opportunity, bro, but it's not where my heart is, like, you know. Home, brother, you know, so.
No place like home, cuz.
That's the one, brother.
And I don't lie, you just missed the food, eh?
And that, bro, and that heart.
Hey?
Just mum's cooking.
Yeah, bro. Saying that, bro. Like, what would be your main key advice, bro, to anybody thinking about moving over? Like, what's one key or couple of key things, bro? You reckon?
I reckon just make sure you do your research, bro. Make sure you do your research. Like, you know, there's this whole kind of mentality of, you know, you get off that plane, bro, you crack it. You know what I mean? So, like, it's yeah, bro. I think that'll be my advice to people coming over here, bro, is make sure you do your research and make sure that you've got whānau that'll take you in, brother.
Yeah, surely there'll be enough over here.
Yeah. You know, you've got to have something put in place, bro. Like, not just the old bros talking to you on the phone going, I can score this, but I can score that. Like, make sure you've got something to give. You know, come over here, bro, with all these like something on your resume, brother. You know, so that way you make it like kind of impossible not to get hired for a job. But that'll be the main bit of advice, bro. Is do your research before you come over, because it ain't that whole fairy tale of you get off the plane and you're in the mines, you know.
And I think that's what a lot of our I think that's what a lot of our people think, hey, is that that you can just fly over and straight into a job just like that.
Yeah, bro.
But
that's a bit of a stink mentality. Like, I always tell my bros, like, especially from back home, like if they hit me up or whatever, like how I was getting, I just tell them straight up, bro. Like, you know, there's mahi here, then there's a lot more mahi here in NZ. But if you're gonna come over with that attitude of like you can just get it, then that ain't gonna happen, bro. You've got to apply yourself. You know, you've got to have a change your mentality to come over here. So that'll be my advice, bro.
Oh, mean brother, thank you for that. Awesome.
Yeah, bro. All right. So like say if you were to come over here, bro, fresh off the plane, all you had was $600 in your cell phone. All your accommodations all looked after, bro. You're staying with auntie and uncle, bro. What would be your first few steps, bro, after getting off that plane to get on track?
Probably, bro, just get my resume out there, bro. You know, just hit up all the brothers that I know, like check Facebook, bro, because I got my cell phone and my 600. You know, just make sure, see who all my bros are here, bro, and like just hustle. Like you've got like I said, you got to apply yourself, bro. So that'll be the main thing, bro. I'll get off that plane and just start looking for mahi, bro. Like when I first got here, it was straight to the factory, you know, you know, pick and pack, brother. You know,
hard.
That's something you get straight into mahi, bro, and then you make plan B. You know, that's plan A is get work, bro. So,
Oh, my mum's famous line, probably a lot of other Maori and Polynesian mums can relate, is the old you're not going to find a job sitting on the couch. Hey? Have you heard that one before, cuz?
Yeah, mum, we got Facebook nowadays.
Hey,
you know?
Hey, mum, I am finding a job. I'm on Facebook, man.
Yeah, bro, there was us too. Had no waka, bro. We had to get a ring up or yeah, can you start mahi tomorrow? Like, yeah. Have you got a car? Nah. Oh, nah. That's no good for you. So that was us for about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
solid.
bro.
I noticed about like when I first come over, bro. Like like your job applications, they'll ask, have you got reliable transport?
Yeah.
You know, like back home then, and if you got no waka, bro.
Yeah.
The job, but over here,
I
bro,
mean,
the first questions, have you got a car? You know.
I mean, bros back home strolling to mahi.
Yeah, right in the hoi-ho, on the hoi-ho.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, sorry, that's Gizzy. Sorry, I was just talking about Gizzy.
Me and bro, we're just going to go on to our quick fire round, brother. So just quick one, either or, bro. So you want to do it?
Okay, cuz here we go. Should be an easy one, maybe. Kino power.
Kino, bro.
Oosh. Okay, cuz rewana or fry bread?
Fry bread, brother.
Okay. Swan dry or gumboots?
Gumboots, bro.
Oh, of course. Yes, you like standing in the puddles, eh? Okay, cuz haka or waiata?
Haka, bro. Haka.
True. One of those ones, eh?
One of those ones, bro.
Hey.
That's why I rap, bro, because I can't sing. So
Yeah.
what's up, bro? Nah.
Yeah, that's my excuse for when I can't sing. I just say, ko te haka kia toku pūkenga. Okay, beers or spirits?
Spirits, bro.
What?
Spirits, brother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He likes getting rowdy, eh?
Just depends what spirits.
Last lucky last, cuz Queensland or New South Wales?
New South Wales, brother.
Hey.
Oh, wait, you're in the wrong team, kid. You're in the wrong team.
Delete
Cheer
that
my
podcast.
cheer my man. Oh, well, leave that one.
Oh, yeah. Sweet as, bro. Next sort of thing is, bro, do you have like a proverb, bro, like a whakatauki? Can be Māori, can be one from Pākehā one or whatever.
From yonder.
Anything, yeah, bro, that sort of gets you pumped or you can.
Yeah, like I guess there's quite, bro. Facebook is actually pretty good for those, bro. Like,
hard.
you can relate to a lot of different quotes and stuff, bro. Like whatever has happened in your life at that time, that quote is more relevant to you. Know what I mean? But I seen one the other day, bro. It was it said, "You will never be free unless you free yourself from your own false thoughts, bro." Something like that, you know. So it's kind of like for me, bro. That's me. Like it's you've got to believe in yourself. Basically, is what it's saying. You know,
self-belief fakers.
Yeah, bro. And that's one of them anyway, bro. But I don't really have a favorite one. But
Yeah.
I guess when I log into Facebook, bro, that day is my favorite one. You know?
Yeah.
That's a good one though, because you know, that can relate to everyone.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Everyone has self-doubt throughout their life.
Yeah, bro.
And it's just a matter of, believing in yourself and just overcoming that self-doubt or whatever it is. That humbug. We'll just call it.
Nike on,
Hey,
brother. Just do it.
we'll just call it humbug. Just get rid of that humbug and just,
A whole heart, bro.
hey, and just put your gumboots on and go stomping.
Oh, yeah, mean. So, bro, how good is your reel, bro? Because if you're like me, it's a bit rusty, or pretty rusty anyway. Like, well, how's your reel, bro? Is it pretty good or?
It's mean, bro.
Hey.
It's pretty rusty, bro. But so I'm not, not like.
Oh,
proud to
cause
say- not proud to say, but yeah.
Chur is not a Maori word, by the way.
Then it's more than rusty now. But yeah, like that's something that I'd love to get myself into, bro. Especially for my kids and that, bro. Is the real and now, for my kids anyway, bro. I'd love to, learn that for them, bro. You know what I mean? So, and I think that's like even back home, bro. That's I suppose I've got things in place for it to come back in, but that was lost, man. They were breeding it out, bro. They were getting rid of that. So
Yeah. Hard, bro. So, like, bro, have you got like a favorite, like, Māori figure or idol, bro, that you sort of look up to? Like, who's an inspirational Māori person to you?
probably not one in particular, bro. Like, but everyone, like every Polynesian or Māori that's doing their thing, bro. From sports stars to music artists to anything, bro. Like when I see, it's not kind of like one person, bro. Like when I see anyone from any one of our people doing good, bro. And doing it, that makes me, that's enough for me, brother. Like seeing that is the best thing. So
It's a good feeling, cuz seeing our
yeah,
people.
because you kind of like you get used to that, like kind of negative vibe around, our people and all that sort of stuff. Even growing up back home, bro, like
brother.
you kind of feel like an outcast in your own, in your own
home.
And that's because of what you're kind of taught or what you believe, or what you're shown when you're younger or what you see, and that's how I mean. Like for our people, bro, it's easy to get caught up in that cycle, bro, because what they're doing is what they think is
right.
Yeah, it was right or was expected of them, bro. You know what I mean? So they kind of give into that stereotype and just do it, So but to see anybody succeed, bro, or not even just succeed, bro, but to get out there and live life and be them, and that's basically it, bro. Yeah, that's where I feel proud, bro, for our people. So
yeah, bro. Like I don't know if it's just like when you come over to Aussie and you see another Māori and you're like, oh, cheer, bro, and then like when you see them doing good and you're like, oh yeah, that's mean. But I don't know, like back home I sort of feel like everybody's a little bit too staunch sometimes, like see somebody doing alright, look at this fella.
That's a stick mentality, bro. Like they like our people, especially the men, bro. Like it's kind of cool to be hard. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the places back home, bro, are pretty ruthless. So the boys have to step up to the plate, bro. But it doesn't mean that has to be your mentality on life, bro. Like when I went back home, bro, it was cool because I done a gig over in Fielding, bro. It was cool to see, like I was talking to a few of the boys before I got up, and then when I got off, bro, it was like their attitude changed, bro. And I didn't like that. They were kind of treating me differently, bro. Like
Instead of just treating you how you normally are, eh?
Don't be talking to me like that. Like I'm not above you or anything, bro. Like I'm from the toilet like you, bro. I'm from the gutter just like you, and I'm still the same, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but our goal is to bring them water seekers.
Exactly. So like that was all that night, bro. Was cool. Like I was talking to a lot of the boys and just telling them, bro, like don't like be stuck in that box, bro, and just sit there like, the bro, Remorse is doing his thing, bro. Like, do your thing as well. Look at it as an inspiring thing. So
bro.
But that's the mentality that they have back home, bro. They do.
Alright, brother. Alright.
You got to try and make that shift, bro. Hopefully we can do that. The more we do these podcasts, bro. Get some tautoko happening, bro.
It's the one, bro.
Anyway, bro. Another couple of quick ones, bro. If you go, what's your favourite kai back home that you sort of, what's the number one, bro? First stop after getting off the airport?
We'll call it your main crave.
Probably the Kinders, bro. Like they're just different back home, bro.
Yeah.
The OGs, they're not this frozen type, you know.
Hey, you like
They're
it
not-
straight from Tangarokas?
Yeah, brother, that's the one.
Oh,
Kinders,
same here.
Kinders, and probably like some fish and chips, bro, from the Asians down the road there.
Yeah,
It's cheap ass,
$10.
bro. I don't know, it's mean. Just tastes better.
Those $10 deals are unreal.
Yeah, bro, and then you put on the 10 kg and come back.
All good, bro. Sweat it off in this summer heat.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, mean. But and what another quick one, bro, is do you have a favourite New Zealand film or TV show, bro? One of those ones that you can just watch again and again.
Like for myself, bro, like probably Once the Warriors, bro. Like I like watching it.
I was just gonna
Like,
say
and it's not for that. It's for the like a lot. Like I realize a lot now watching that film, bro. When I was younger, it was like, oh, you know, that's cool, bro. You know, like now, like I watch
understand it more, eh?
You understand it more, bro, and you kind of see how society, the way they are, bro, towards Māoris is, and like that was real back in the days, bro. You know, and like you kind of, especially as an artist, bro, like you have to accept those sort of things and watch those kind of things to grow as an artist, because basically, like my what I want from my music, bro, is to make a change for our people. You know, for people in general, but for our people, bro. You know, like we're the, you know, that just to get out of that mentality or something. But that movie there, bro, is probably, you know, one that I can watch all the time. Not all the time, bro, but I can watch it again and again.
Hey,
Just fully.
Let's be honest, cuz, you know, when we were younger, like all of us, when we used to watch that movie, all we used to really notice about it was Uncle Bully, eh? And old Jake the Boss.
But he, you know, I would have been shit being him, bro, to play that role. But look
Yeah.
how far he's come, bro. That's what I mean.
Honestly, bro. Honestly.
How much shit he would have got playing that role.
Yeah.
Look where he's at now, you know. Like that's what I mean with that ambition, bro, and that he was driven, bro. Like that was his passion, bro. Whatever role he's given, he's gonna kill it. So you know, big problem.
And another thing I heard was, you know, if you play a character so well that people will get it stuck in their mind that that's who you are, and
Well,
that's who they
always
like. That's who they hey, that's who they know you as. Like, you know, if I ever seen Cliff Curtis, I'd walk straight up and go, "Oh, it's Uncle Bully."
Exactly.
You know, 'cause-
how many times would he have heard that, bro? You know,
Hey,
like
exactly.
yeah, bro. But like for him to do what he's done, bro. Like he's the man, G, and he's he's gone overseas. He's in Hollywood, brother, and he's done all that. So good on him, bro.
And he's putting our culture out there, right out there, actually.
Yep, hard.
You mean? All right, bro. Like, do you have a book, bro, that you've read that's inspired you, or have you listened to something like on YouTube? Like, what's something that's that you've listened to, bro, that you might want to share with like somebody out there? Something that you've liked.
I guess there's quite a lot of things, bro. But like books, like I've only read a couple books in the last years, bro. But one of the ones that I was been reading, bro, was I think I can't even remember the name, G, but it was by the Dalai Lama, bro. Dalai Lama, just one of his books, like finding the path to like a meaningful life or something, bro.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the stuff like that, bro. Like for myself, I like to read and listen to stuff like that from other people's point of views, bro.
Yeah.
Makes you a better person, and you learn more, bro. Like that's at the end of the day, the more you learn, you know, the more knowledge is power. So that's just those types of books, bro. You know, to give you that knowledge, bro.
Yeah, bro. Books are mean, bro, but I find it hard to sit down and read a book, bro. But if you can like pump out a couple of pages every day, bro, like you know, over time, you know, it all adds up and just makes you more sharper. But
yeah, bro.
mean. But like, have you got any advice for rangatahi, bro, in general, like to help them, you know, sort of get moving, especially those ones that are maybe in the music industry, bro? Like,
I guess like my advice for them, bro, would just be be truthful, bro, and be honest to yourself. Like, nobody else is gonna, you know, if you're trying to be somebody else, bro, you're not gonna get what you want out. You know what I mean? So that'll be my advice, bro, to anyone, not just the music, bro, but in life in general. Like, if you want to be something, bro, don't let anybody tell you can't be there. You know, at the end of the day, if that's what you want to be, bro, then you do it. You know, and like there's always going to be people that them haters and all that sort of stuff, bro. Those people that, but you know, that's just part and parcel, bro. Like it comes with the territory, bro. But that'll be my advice, bro. Just go hard and always believe in yourself, bro. Don't give in to what people, you know, expect of you, especially being Maori, bro. Like, you know, like I hear a lot of the young fellas back home, like, you know, that are joining the gangs and all that sort of shit, bro, and they think that's cool, you know, like they're on social media, like, yeah, bro, you know, I'm in this gang or whatever, like it's some sort of trophy to show off, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's their mentality that is shit. Like, especially for the young fellas, bro. Just be you. You don't need to be in. You don't need to follow them sheep, bro. Do what you want and be truthful and honest to yourself. So,
like you were saying with the quotes on Facebook, cause I seen one and it was be yourself because everyone else is taken.
Exactly,
everyone
bro.
else is already taken.
That's it.
And it's so simple, but it's so real way.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
And there's a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of people like it takes a lot of people a long time to find themselves, bro. You know what I mean? Like even for myself, when we first started making music, bro, it was like Morse Gang, bro. We come out with all this club shit and like, you know, that typical stereotype commercial rap, bro. But what was funny, bro, is that was getting more views and more likes than our real shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that shows you the mentality of society, bro. Like, that's something that they can jam in the club, bro. You don't even have to rhyme, bro. You know, you just write your ABCs on there, bro. And as long as it's got a fat club beat, they're loving it.
Just spit the ingredients of a boil up in your way.
Exactly, bro. And down with it, but
just got to have a funky beat.
Yeah, I noticed over the years, bro. Like it wasn't fulfilling for us as a crew, bro. Like we obviously, if you're not enjoying writing the music, bro, it's not gonna, you know, that novelty wears off, bro. And it did, and it has. Like even from the start, bro, we've always done our own individual projects on the side. And mine was always from the heart, bro. Like if you had to listen to, like even till now, if you listen to like my solo projects to the Morse Gang shit from back in the past, it was completely different. You know, and that's because I wasn't getting that enjoyment or fulfillment out of what we were making, bro. But yet that was getting the most recognition, bro. You know, it's kind of hard, you know. But I guess now, bro, like I've found myself, like I've found what I love writing about and what music motivates me. So that's once you find that, bro, in life in general, then that's when you know that, you know, you keep doing what you're doing, bro. It doesn't matter if only 10 people listen to your shit out of 100, bro. Those 10 people are listening for a reason, you know. So yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, so bro, just to wrap it all up, bro. Whereabouts can people find you and follow you and listen to your fellas' sounds?
Yeah, bro. Well, best way, bro, will be Facebook. We've got our crew one, just Morse Gang. So just search up Morse Gang on Facebook. I got my own solo artist page, Remorse Morse Gang. Then there's Entice Morse Gang, Hulkster Morse Gang, Self-Centered. I think Miss Taya's. I don't think Miss Taya's got one, but she'll be working on one. And Genesis Morse Gang. So basically, if you type up Morse Gang on Facebook, bro, all our pages will come up. And that's where you can keep up to date with all our shit that we got dropping out, bro. So
yeah, brother, we'll make sure we get those. Yeah, we'll make sure we get those links, bro, and we'll have them ready so they can just click on there and go straight to the page.
Sorry, cuz just for Morse Gang, could you spell that out for the people there?
It's like Morse code, brother. MORSE.
Oh, so did you hear that, Fane? That's Morse. Oh, that's horse with an M. Horse with an M, Fane.
True, brother. Well, it was too much to get your kōrero and your fellas' story, and sort of wish you all the best for all your future projects, bro. And yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on you and keep repping it, bro. Keep being real, and yeah, too much.
Yeah, brother. Just give a thanks to the bros for you know, getting this underway, bro. And like like even for yourselves, bro, like this podcast in it, like just keep going hard, brother. There's plenty of fun out there that'll total you and get on there, bro. Basically, this is it for you guys, bro. You starting from here, so there's only one way, bro, and it's up. So keep going hard, brothers. Chur.
Chur Maori.
Chur Maori.
Hey, Chur Maori. That's us, whānau, over and out.
Joe whānau, so there was an interview with Remorse from Morse Gang. And just to finish off this episode, we're just going to play one of the songs from their album Self-Made. And it's called Maori History Lesson. So here you go, whānau. Listen to this and enjoy. Cheer.
Forced to live in a white man's ideology. More plans are following religious idiocracies. I'ma take you back to Mauri archaeology, when the queens hit the ship to steal the Mauri property. Signed the paper, then they demolished the culture. They took away the land and claimed that Maoris were the roaches. They tried to wipe away the tamokos off our shoulders. British soldiers killed a woman with the guns up in their holsters. They tried to kill the Maori tongue with their guns, tried to seize the Waigata, so we smacked them with a tiger hut. Anybody disobey, then they fire up, light us up, lock us in the fuddy and proceed to light it up. Saying they discovered the land we already called home, so they lined us up and put the muskets to our jawbones. Raped a woman with their raw bones, tried to populate a woman with their hormones. Took the money from our souls, put their flagpoles in some holes, and they claimed it as their own. Sold the land to the white man cause we didn't have a choice. Ripped the tongues from our throats so we didn't have a voice. Did the opposite of what the treaty said. Infiltrated Maori land and tried to make our iwi dead. Confiscated Maori artifacts, turned them into artifacts. Said they made us civilized and claimed that they had started that. Tried to take the wehi from a hucker slap. Said to slaughter all these people just to get our walkers back. Maori culture, man, they said they had enough of that. And that's a verse about the Europeans in the motherland. The motherland will never be the same. Affected by their reign, the terror upon the name of our people. No equal opportunities were given, just disease-ridden children and shit for them to live in. The white politician would rather sweep it to the side than to let my people mention any truths of genocide. They provide all the guns that we use to kill each other. Brothers killing brothers, sons killing mothers. Damn, oh what a shame, it was all in the name of Christianity. Insanity is the cause of this pain, but they continue to ignore. What will it take to reform a damaged fucking race, cause the pain is still raw. These ships set sail to explore and discover, but the land they would discover was full of people with runner. Genocide, it's a white man's pride. I said genocide, it's a white man's pride. And now the light will rise as the white man hides and continue to express how we feel inside. And now we're forced to accept it as the past. When it's conversated in the schools, the conversation never lasts. Lies and destruction was the function of the British. Now they facing all their karma cause their country is diminished. It's finished, but we will never give up. Tino rangatira our people won't give up. We are born of greatness, descended from chiefs. Children of the gods, we stick strong to our beliefs. Forgive, don't forget, show respect as we were taught. And remember all the battles that our two have fought. The land of the long white cloud, we stand proud. Our honor will never die, our voice remains loud. The land of the long white cloud, we stand proud. Our honor will never die, our voice remains loud.